The John LeBanc Show has been known to make people laugh, sing, think, scream, throw things in rage, and generally lose their minds. Listener discretion is advised.
Worldwide and out to the greater universe, you're listening to the John LeBanc Show.
Greetings, Earthlings, and alert the media. Lots in store for you this hour, and it's headed your way. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the broadcast, I just have to vent just a little bit. Because here we have the media, along with the you-know-what party, Big D's over there. They're complaining because there's a document that has been discovered through Freedom of Information stating that some government people were trying, in the Trump administration and some Republicans were trying to find out about the sale of a specific company. It's called Uranium One. And what Clinton had to do with that. And the Democrats and the media are pointing out, they're saying, oh, this is Trump and his minions using government to target people for investigations. As if that wasn't happening during the Obama administration. They do it. It's okay. Somebody else does it. No, you can't do it. Foul. You can't do it, baby. You can't do it. Only us. Only because the rules are different. For the ones that want to rule the world, we should know that. Hillary Clinton should get at least 10 years in prison for just the email scandal. Anybody else would? You would, I would. Not Hillary. No. Speaking of Hillary, one of the things we want to discuss this hour is International Women's Month. We're calling this hour the International Women's Brigade because we're going to celebrate in our own way women. Specific women in particular. And since Hillary was brought up, I thought, hey, this would be a great opportunity to discuss the very first person inaugurated into our once scumbag Hall of Fame, which we've considered on bringing it back because there sure are a lot of people that would be inducted these days. A great deal amount of people. We may have to build on a second wing just to fill the amount of people that might go into the Scumbag Hall of Fame. But Hillary made some news this week. She came out, she says, oh, I'm not running for president. She's done. Finally, Hillary's done. So let's give her a big round of applause. Hillary, good job. You tried. You weren't good enough. We know why, here on the John LeBanc Show, why you weren't good enough. Other people may not see it. They didn't see that you stole the Democratic nomination from Bernie Sanders. They didn't see all the heinous acts you were doing with the Clinton Foundation. They didn't want to see what happened, really, in Benghazi. They only wanted to hear this.
What difference at this point does it make?
Because what difference does it make at all? Hillary, all you have ever done is made history. So I thought we'd give her a little tribute from the John LeBanc Show. The memories you've given us, Hillary. Whitewater, Benghazi, Filegate, the Bosnian airport sniper, Emailgate, and the women you have supported throughout the years, Jennifer and Monica and so many others. We wanted to thank you, Hillary, for all that you have done for not only the country, but for women in general. Now, Hillary, we saw in a recent interview that you were not only saying you weren't going to run anymore, but you said there's just too much division in the country. We have grown in opposing camps, and you feel bad about it, and you want to work hard to make a difference to fix that. And Hillary, we just want to remind you, in case your age has allowed you to lose a few memories, it was you and the Democrats over the past 3 years that have caused so much division in the country, and especially after President Donald Trump was elected. It was the Democrats that didn't want to work with people. It was the Democrats that were out there causing riots and protesting everything Donald Trump did. So maybe Hillary has a change of heart. And all that refusing to work with the president rhetoric that has been permeated, has been thrown out there over the last 3 years is now gone. Hillary has changed her ways because she's not running for president anymore. So she's willing to work with the president. Or is she? Because she said it was on behalf of the people. What about on behalf of the people that voted for Donald Trump and elected him? Do you want to work with those people? Just asking, Hillary. In the video, you also state that there's a list of problems and broken promises by Donald Trump. And I would say, I agree with you, Hillary. The problem is, and this is where the reporter failed to do their job, like they always do for these type of people. If it were me, I would have said, Mrs. Clinton, then why did you refuse to work with the president? Because the only reason that there are broken promises are because the Democrats refused to work with the president. In fact, I believe, as a commentator, that the president has worked more with the Democrats since January than the Democrats worked with the president the prior 2 years. Hillary says there's a list of problems. Okay, Hillary, what are the problems with the country? Is it too many people flooding in from other countries? Is it a border wall? What is that? You were so vague in your comment, and the malpractice media didn't ask you to clarify your statement. So you're allowed to leave an ambiguous statement that has no real meaning at all, none whatsoever, and it is projected, it is displayed as Hillary still being relevant and brilliant and this wonderful leader of women in the Democrat Party. You've got to love it, folks. You've got to love it. Whose fault is it that the American people who elected Trump, who wanted Obamacare repealed, that was one of the 3 big platform items the president ran on, the border wall. Who is blocking the border wall right now? Tax cuts are a whole different thing. That was blocked, though, by the Democrats. They didn't want to give tax cuts either. Republicans just gave it to the rich people in the corporations. But that's neither here nor there at this time. We're talking about Hillary and her wonderful leadership of the Democrat Party, the women's liber herself. Let's not forget how wonderful Hillary is and how so many of her friends have been lost by circumstantial weirdness. People have died over weird situations and just no longer exist. Hillary, this great woman, the woman of rights, she was so close to becoming the president. All the people that have died that she has worked with and that have been a part of her life at one time or another. Oh, Hillary. Must be tough being you. It must be tough being you. Hopefully you enjoyed my little tribute there to Mrs. Clinton. We're no longer going to see her as a presidential candidate. She's bowing out. She's stepping aside. She's giving the younger generation a chance to run for president against Trump. And I can tell you why. Nobody's going to believe me. But Donald Trump's going to win again. I'm not saying I particularly like that notion, but that's what's going to happen. The Democrats have nobody of age that is popular and growing popular and is able to captivate the nation and to take them to the next level. There's nobody this time around. Next time, 2024, there's going to be somebody that's going to be anointed if the American people don't wake up from their stupor. Unfortunately, I think they're not going to. It seems to be a repeating occurrence over and over and over and over again. The American people do not understand left, right is really one bird. And you need both wings to make it fly. And maybe sometimes it turns a little bit to the right, but it constantly flies left. Constantly flying left. It's almost like the right wing is semi-broken. Maybe it's missing some feathers. When we get back, folks, we'll touch on ladies in the news. We'll also take some of your phone calls. And then later in the hour, we've got our Captain Marvel movie review. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey, Uncle Shady, where are they going? Hey, you, get back here. The Jungle Bank Show will be right back. Does your house need a paint job, but you don't want to do it? Then call Tom at Quality One Painting. He can handle all of your interior and exterior painting needs. He gives free estimates and senior discounts. Call Tom at Quality One. 313-982-2986. That's 313-982-29.